15 grams of an oxide of lead is strongly heated in steam of hydrogen gas, leaving 13 grams of metallic lead. The atomic masses of lead and oxygen are given. Determine the simplest formula of the oxide. Let's work out this. The mass of oxide is 15 grams. The mass of lead metal is 13 grams. And the mass of oxygen, since it is an oxide, the mass of oxygen is 15 minus 13, giving 2 grams of oxygen. And from here, we can determine the simplest formula or the empirical formula. We start with elements that makes up this compound. Remember, it's an oxide of lead. Therefore, the elements are lead and oxygen, but we write them in a ratio format. Next is composition by mass of the elements. Lead, we have 13, and oxide, we have 2. Next is number of moles. How do we determine number of moles? That is mass of a substance or element over the RFM or the atomic mass. For lead, it is 13 over 207, and for oxygen it is 2 over 16, giving answers as 0.0628 and 0.125. Next, we are to determine the mole ratio. How do we determine the mole ratio? We calculate the mole ratio by dividing the largest number of moles over the smallest number of moles. For this case, we are dividing throughout by 0.0628. And finally, the answer is 1 on side of lead and 1.9904 on side of oxide, which is 1 to 2. And the simplest formula can be written as lead, it has a silent 1 because it has a ratio of 1, then oxide with a 2.